This is Anissa Van Meter. I think this is day 6 or 7. I can't remember. I'll have to look. Of my 30-day challenge. At this rate, it's going to take me about 90 days to get through my 30 days, but that's okay. I wanted to share with you that I've been talking about communication, but I want to talk about something very, very different. I want to talk about the things you touch in a day. I know that sounds weird, and I know my title sounds weird. Do you really want to touch that? But this is a huge, huge thing for me. It's a huge thing for everybody I know. There's very, very few people that this does not apply to. Every single day we touch things repeatedly when we don't have to. Here's a perfect example of this. I came in here ready to do my video. I was worried about lighting, so I stood up to go turn on another light. And while I was standing, I decided I wanted some coffee. So I went in the kitchen, I made some coffee, put my stuff in it, and got a bite to eat for lunch, and then came back and sat down and decided to do my video. How many times do you do that? I know I do it. I hate to admit how many times I do it. The way that applies in business is, how many times did you look at that email? How many times did you touch that email before you actually responded? Every single time you do that, that is a cycle of action that you didn't complete. And every time you have a cycle of action open, you are creating congestion in your life. And it's like a big fat traffic jam. It's like any of the highways that any of us have nearby at 5 o'clock when everyone's trying to get on the highway. Except it's like that all the time. Because every time you touch something and you don't complete that cycle of action, you're putting something else on the highway when it's already congested. So, for example, if you are already very capable and you're doing amazing things, but when you think about it, you realize that you touch a lot of things every day in your life and you don't complete that cycle of action at the moment you touch it, then the reality is that you are capable of way, way, way more than what you're doing. A way to know that is if you touch that email 5 times before you actually respond to it. And for me, it's even text messages. I look at the text message and I don't respond to it. I think, oh, you know what? I want to think about that, see how I want to respond. And it doesn't even matter. It could be my friend, it could be my daughter, it could be anybody. And so I may look at a text message 4 times, 5 times. That means that what I'm doing in my life right now, if I would just close every cycle of action I touched, I would be capable of 5 times what I'm currently doing. And so stop for a second. Think about the last few things you did in the last 20 minutes. How many times did you touch the exact same thing? How many times did you look at your inbox and then go to Facebook and then check your text messages and then check Twitter and then check Instagram and then go back to your email? Every single time you do that, it is congestion. It's traffic on your highway. It's unnecessary traffic, just clogging things up. So my challenge for myself and for you is take a look and see how you can just even be aware and start doing whatever it is you need to do when you touch something. So if you touch it, do whatever you need to do with it. Same with your clothes in your bedroom. If you're going to touch them, put them away. Yeah, me too. I have a lot to work on. Hope this helps. Take care.